Hello everybody, welcome back to the Subarashiki Hibi playthrough. Now, we've got some really quite interesting stuff to do today because obviously the really surprising stuff about Zakuro killing herself. I mean, it's surprising, yet at the same time it's expected. But at the same time, I just don't really understand why, as opposed to the first episode, there are 3 people that have died rather than just 1. Now, I actually did some really quite interesting research. Firstly, I researched why the colour of the sky was blue. I only really looked at a basic summary. I didn't get really technical, but apparently it's because of light from the sun, obviously. White light combination of all of the colours of light within the visible light. Within visible light from the electromagnetic spectrum. So, you know, visible light travelling at, you know, 300 million meters per second. And then what happens is the Rayleigh scattering effect, however you say it, I don't know. Yeah, basically that is what causes air molecules just to... I don't really know how it happens, but they scatter wavelengths of light. And the thing is that the lower the wavelength, the more light will actually be scattered. So I actually learned, which is really quite shocking, the sky should actually be violet or purple, but the cones in our eyes aren't actually good enough to perceive that. So that's why we see the sky as blue. And that was an answer to one of Yuki's questions of why is the sky blue. I was really quite interested, so... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. That was one of the first things I researched. Now, another really interesting thing I did, I was rewatching the story. I was bored today, so I was rewatching the bit where we first meet Zakuro. So, key thing, you remember the time where we met Zakuro 2 episodes ago? Where she obviously talked to us, she kissed us, tribadism, stuff like that, you know, that was talked about. Yeah, funnily, she didn't notice us in the first part, or maybe she did notice us, yet she wanted us to, I don't know, maybe be lured to the certain place that she killed herself at. But it's really odd to think about the fact that the entire opposite has happened in this second chapter. Also, something that is really, really key in the other episode. Sorry, I keep on saying episode because I've read Umi Neko before this. That was the last major visual novel I read. But, yeah, I found something really quite important. So, look at this. I also found something... but the sky isn't overflowing with words, it says. There are no words in the sky. And funny that, because of the fact that this is the dream world. So, it's as if Zakuro feels that she is free from all obligations in life, and she is free from... Because, I mean, beforehand, the sky was overflowing with anxious words, but at the same time, of course it won't be overflowing with words, because there can't be. This is a dream world. If anything, it's just overflowing with the person who makes up this world, Yuki, if you ask me at least. But, yeah, now let's begin. I'm a little bit paranoid that my webcam might not be good enough. Let me just move that. Fuck off. Right. Yeah, that's not good enough at all. Hang on. Yeah, there we are. I hope that's going to be fine. Right. You skipped class again. Oh, boy. Let's just reread. Oh, God. You skipped class again. Just one thing I forgot to set up. I forgot to set up my macro. Hang on. Basically, my macro is if I press the right arrow key, it clicks. Right. There we go. Wow. God, it almost sounds as if she's proud of that. Somebody's gonna get a bit annoyed about that. Agreed. But to be fair, if Yuki is really clever, if she gets a work ethic, then maybe she has a chance of... Okay, she doesn't have a chance of highly graduating. She has a chance of barely passing. Let's be honest. You're not going to graduate at this rate. She is so depressing. I'm fine. It's calculated truancy. Agreed. There's no such thing. Are you stupid? Funny how serious she is. She's really pissed off. Yeah, no. She did sound a little bit more hostile than normal, even though she was trying to be angry. Yeah, Kagami was probably trying to act normal, but I could tell that she was still feeling a bit down. Of course she would be, yeah. She was probably still anxious about Takashima-san's death. Yeah, reasonable. I wondered if the clubs would be doing anything today. Oh, I'm really surprised. I'm just genuinely impressed about the fact that this is relevant. Who are we more interested in? Yeah, Kagami, sure. Oh, is this just the same choice? Are you two going to clubs today? What? Why do you care? Well, because I'm interested in you, Kagami. Yeah, she's returned to her normal self. What, in me? Oh yeah, the Kendo club is meeting today. Oh my god, Kendo's really cool. And what do you mean by interested? I remember I watched, I've only watched one representation of Kendo. It's in the film All About Lily Chocho, or I think it's like Riri Shushu no Subete, or something like that. I mean, obviously no Subete, that makes sense, but I just can't remember what Lily Chocho in Japanese with the kana is. I think it's Riri Shushu, I just can't remember how you spell it. It's a really good film, by the way, I'd recommend it. What, is it just because of the fact that she's teasing as if she'd just have a completely baseless fascination that would maybe fade away once the situation... Like, a child looking at an elephant, that fascination is going to fade away and then they're going to... I don't know, their attention is going to be latched onto something else soon. So I suppose it's kind of similar in this way, because the second she's gone from Kagami, I suppose things will be a bit insignificant and she won't really care. God, what did you just say? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Kagami is the kind of animal... Animal? I wouldn't really call her an animal. That is ultimately, yeah, utterly incapable of ignoring something. Kendo Club, meaning both of you are going? Oh, I see. She is never the type of person I would have imagined would do something like Kendo. Yeah, I'm in the same club. I see, so what should I do while you guys are gone? I don't know. Tsukasa? I don't know. Wow. Okay, in that case, I'll wait here until I get an answer. What? Really? Wow. God damn. That's actually really quite funny. I think they should deliberately take way too long at the club so that they can give her revenge for that one time years ago. I know I'm saying years ago. I know how ridiculous what I'm saying is. I just want to say it for the memes, but they should get revenge for that one time years ago where Yuki abandoned them because of the fact that she fell asleep and didn't wake up until noon before school. And they waited all that time outside her house. Like I said, I don't know what to do, so I'll wait for you two to finish up. Agreed, yeah, won't you get bored? I like that. Don't worry, I'm really good at wasting time. I don't know, there's just something really quite funny about Kagami, just in how mad she gets, and her voice as well. That's not something to be proud of. Or would you rather I didn't, Kagami? Didn't what? Wait on you two, of course. I don't care. I think you do care. That'll make me happy, then we could all walk home together. Tsukasa is a good girl because she's always honest. Oh. Don't pet my hair, I'm not a kid. I find it really quite funny to think about the fact that she's literally shaking. I could just go home if you don't want me around, Kagami. No, it's not that I don't want you around. I don't care either way. Oh, really? Yeah, but you really won't be bored. I mean, it depends on what she does. I mean, I get that she's good at wasting time, but at the same time, how is she going to waste that time? To be fair, I think walking around your school and just walking around the area at night, obviously you've got to be careful where you walk, but still, I feel like that could be really fun. Oh, nah, I look like a slacker, but I actually have plenty of things I need to do. Like walking. I like that, like walking around idly. God. It's as if, I find it really quite funny to think about the fact that with that tone, you would have thought that is the tone that somebody has when going into battle. But, you know, she's just going into idling. Of course, I'll idle with all my might. Even if you say it like that, it's not all that impressive. Dummy. So I'll kill the time somehow. Okay. Oh, that's a really different tone as to what I was thinking she was going to have. Oh, and Yuki. Thank you. Oh. Oh, that's actually really quite funny. I mean, she definitely can't admit it, but deep down she is actually really quite grateful to the fact that, I don't know, we're so happy in terms of our friendship that we are actually willing to wait for the entire club for these two to walk back home with. But they are really pleasant. I could see why people would wait for them. She just can't admit it. Well, then I'll see you in a bit. How about we meet up at the gym? Oh yeah, nice. Sure, I'll tell One-chan too. Kagami seemed a bit more cheerful as she ran into the gymnasium. Oh yeah, that's funny. I mean, I suppose she doesn't really have to put on any fronts now. Which she kind of feels as if she has to do with, Yuki. I'm glad I was able to cheer those two up. Well then, what should I do? Honestly, I didn't really have anything to do. Since I already skipped oh god, that's hilarious. To be honest, she's just got to hope she lucks out and finds somebody who will offer an interesting conversation. I don't know who would be around. I mean, you've already talked to Ayana. Maybe, I don't know. She doesn't really have any other friends I could think of. Well, I suppose Zakuro, but key problem, she's fucking dead. God, she totally teases her. Since I already skipped class. Oh my god, you know it's quiet when there's nobody here. I like that little detail. What should I do instead? Oh damn, another choice. I'm really surprised. I think what we're going to do is we will just read everything regardless of the choices, and then we'll reread and we'll go over the other choices that we missed. What would be more... I'm gonna go to the classroom, I think, because that just seems way more obscure. I really wonder. I mean, it just seems so much more unusual than going to the rooftop. Sure. Though I really don't have anywhere to go. Oh well. Just want to check I've saved this. Good. Oh well. I didn't really know where to go, so... Well, I do. Oh, I just walked around aimlessly. And then... Oh, so is that the same for the other choice as well? Or is this different? Oh, no, it is actually different. Oh, it's Ayana. Damn. I wanted to do the classroom one, though. I just walked around aimlessly. And then... Oh. What's dark about this? What? Oh, of course, Zakuro. Classroom 3. It was Takashima Zakuro's classroom. Oh yeah, that would be really interesting to think about what would happen. What would happen in the same classroom after somebody in that very class has died? I really wonder just how the room would change. I mean, it probably would be reasonably normal, but I don't know, maybe there's something different. It was Takashima Zakuro's classroom. God, must have such a creepy aura. Interesting that there are sunflowers there. And it's also really quite funny when you think about the beginning of the story and that background that was filled with sunflowers. I wonder if that has any relevance. Yeah, no one was in the classroom, but there was a vase of flowers on one of the desks. Oh, wait. Maybe that could be a vase of flowers to honor Zakuro. I'd seen that on TV and in manga, but I guess people really do put flowers on the desk like that. That's actually really quite nice. Honor the person who has died. I went over to the desk with the flowers. Yeah, that makes sense. I see. So that means this was Takashima Zakuro-san's seat. Yeah, God, it's actually a really quite nice CG, this. I like it. Looks very, very ominous. God, yeah. Yeah, she's finding it so much more harder to just forget about anything regarding what Zakuro was saying and just not think about how weird what she was saying was. I'll give you some of my power. Why is it all blurred? Jesus Christ, is she that stressed? Huh? What? Yeah, God, I felt kind of dizzy. What are you doing here? Oh? Who's that? Oh God, it's a teacher. Did she... Wait, I need to... That doesn't sound polite enough to talk. That doesn't sound polite enough to talk... Like, a polite enough way to talk to a teacher, potentially. I don't know if this person is a teacher, but they're certainly not in school uniform. Oh, who are you? Oh. What do you mean, who am I? You're Minakami-san from the next class over, right? God, I really don't know why this person cares. I mean, is it because of the fact that Yuki's just gone into a random room that isn't belonging to hers? Or her classroom? Yeah, but why should it matter? Yes, I am. And she was just looking and reminiscing. I don't really understand why this person needs to know. What were you doing in front of Takashima-san's desk? Yeah, I just came to look. To look? Do you... Yeah, actually, I saw Takashima-san just before she committed suicide. Huh? You did? I wonder if this person knows her. Yeah. Yes, I bumped into her in Suginomiya yesterday evening.
高島さんと友達だった？
You two were friends.
いや、別にそういうわけではないんですけど、なんか話しかけられたんで、少し気になってしまって、ここに来たという次第です。
Oh no, not really. She started talking to me, it kind of bothered me, so I came here. Yeah, no, this person does seem reasonably nice. I mean, they don't really seem like the person that would just think of... I wouldn't really go as far as saying thinking of a death as laughing stock, but no, like what Yuki said yesterday, but I mean more thinking of it as an excuse for gossiping. I don't think I'd go as far as saying it's something that they'd find funny. I just think it's something that they gossip about. But anyway, my point is, this person doesn't seem like somebody who would do that.
彼女と話をしたの？
How you talk to her? Oh yeah, she's probably really quite silent and isolated. That's what I would assume, because of the fact that this is seeming like it's such a shock. Huh? You talk to her?
はい。
Yes?
どんな話を？
Yeah, that's interesting. What did she say?
なんでそんな気にするんですか？
But yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, why are you so concerned about what happened to her?
は？何言ってるの？
Huh? What do you mean? But to be fair, I do kind of understand that. I mean, isn't this just a little bit invasive?
高島さんのお姉さんですか？
Are you her sister? God, this might be really... This might change a
あ
lot.
なた、私を覚えていないとか？
Interesting. Are you saying you don't remember me?
はい。誰ですか？
Yes, who are you?
バカですか？私は瀬名川由衣。このクラスの担任で、数学であなたのクラスも受け持っています。
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Holy shit. I mean, she does look like a teacher, but still. Are you stupid? I'm Senagawa Yui, the homeroom teacher here. I even teach your math class. That's hilarious. So I really do wonder if maybe she's actually asking Yuki about what the contents of their conversation was, just because she may have to do it. I don't really know though. Maybe just so that she could potentially inform the authorities of any potential developments, but still, I don't care about that. It's still an invasion of privacy if you ask me. I mean, unless we're legally obligated to, we shouldn't have any reason to tell a random person, even if they're a teacher, what we were talking about. We don't have that right. Well, in England we probably wouldn't. I don't know about Japan, actually. Yeah, but isn't that interesting? I think this implies that she was really lonely, so much so that she would never talk to anybody. You her sister, I think that's so funny. God. What? I love that she doesn't even... She skipped class so much that she doesn't even know who her maths teacher is. Which means... Which means I'm one of your teachers, jeez.
なんか見たことがあるんで、高島さんのお姉さんかなと思ってしまいましたよ。
No, but I totally agree. Yeah, you just look familiar, so I thought you might have been Takashima-san's sister or something.
高島さんと私が似てるとも思えないんだけど。
I think they kind of do, but not really that much. I don't think the two of us look alike at all, though.
そうですか?
Really? I do.
それより高島さんとどんな話を?
She's asking again. But then again, I mean, I do kind of see why she would ask, because it could potentially be related to the suicide. Maybe more could be told about the overall picture with this information. Anyway, what did you two talk about?
いや、別に、なんというか。
She kissed me, even though I've never known her before. Well, how should I put it? Okay, they didn't actually talk about this. It was more just Yuki thinking about it. Yeah, especially in a situation as bad as this. As if I could say that. Yeah, good way of summarizing it. Yeah, it was a kind of strange conversation. A strange conversation.
なんか空が不安な言葉で溢れているとか、高島さんが世界を守るぜイエーイとか。
I love that. Sekai o mamoru ze. Yay! That's literally what she said. That's so funny. Yeah. Though she didn't say yay. It sounds so ridiculous.
どうしましたか?
Is something wrong?
そうなんだ。なるほど。
Oh, that's what it was. I see.
なんか役に立ちました。
Did that help you out?
そうね。高島さん、死ぬ
Yeah.
直前に情緒不安定だったという話だから、それの裏付けになるかしら。
Oh yeah, Takashima-san's emotions were unstable at the time she died. That might be our collateral.
死ぬ前に情緒不安定。
I mean, of course, who would want to do something as ridiculous as that? I mean, you have to go so far to want to do something like that. Just look at the edge of the building and think, yes, jumping off is the best thing for me, really. Yeah, her emotions were unstable. Of course they would be.
そんなことより、
But I suppose
あ
that
なたは
proves...
部活もしないでなんでこんな場所にいるんですか?
Well, no, it could help to prove the fact that there's no murder going on and it was a genuine suicide. Anyway, why are you here? There aren't any club activities going on in here.
い
Yeah.
や、今説明した通りなわ
But
け
yeah,
です。
I agree. Yeah, I just explained why.
とりあえず、教室からは出て行ってくれるかしら。
God, I really don't understand why it's such a bad problem. Well, to be fair, it's a bad problem because of the fact that the supplies could have potentially got stolen. Maybe the classroom could have been wrecked overnight or just in later parts of the day. Stuff like that, really. They could have been terrorized, so I see why this is the case. Anyway, would you please leave the classroom?
は
Sure. Like that, I was chased out of the classroom. She was chased out of the classroom, I totally agree. What an awkward encounter. Miss Senagawa Yui, huh? So she was the maths teacher. I wonder what she's learning in maths at the moment. The homeroom teacher next door.
あ。ってことは大変だろうな。
Wait, I'm actually a little bit interested. Sorry, I'm just a bit sidetracked. Wait, I'm interested. So I'm curious about which, like, what type of math they would be doing. Yeah. God. Yeah, no, so it looks like... Looks like it's definitely quite difficult compared to stuff we do in secondary school before 6th form. Wait, so I'm just going to look at one more. Jesus Christ. So... can't really find much information, much. But apparently it's really quite hard, so... I mean, I'd assume they do calculus in high school. I don't know. I mean, fucking hell, I'm doing A-level maths and we've done integration, differentiation, we're doing exponentials and logarithms now. But yeah, we've just started calculus. You probably do it a lot if you do further maths as well. She's probably not having much fun right now. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, having one of your students commit suicide would be a big problem for a teacher. And if the rumours about the bullying got out, oh god, yeah, that would be awful. Yeah, the mass media might get involved too and your name might pop up. Yeah, no, she did seem like she was a bit more threatening than she would normally be. I mean, normally I think if somebody wasn't really stressed, they probably would have just taken this opportunity to talk. And, well, I mean, they did talk, obviously, talk about Zakuro, but it was just more hostile talk and more provoked talk, really. Yeah, she really was on edge, poor thing. Oh, to the rooftop. Right. We don't have a choice. Damn, we're forced to go to the rooftop. That's hilarious. I don't really have anything else to do, so... I suppose I'll try the roof again. Right, Ayana's here. Oh, you're still here, Ayana-san. Ayana-san? Here she is. God, she's totally ignoring us. What are you doing, Ayana-san? Ayana-san was looking at something. Though there was nothing there. But she's staring intently on something as if there is something there, I'd assume. Just the sky and the clouds. Do you see something? The sky. Well, yeah, what kind of sky? Interesting to think about the fact that even though school has ended, she's not going home. I really do wonder why that is. I mean, maybe it's just because of the fact that she doesn't care about going home? I don't know. Well, yeah, what kind of sky? Minakami-san. What is it? Interesting that she's thinking about this. If you died, what would happen to you? I mean, that's the thing, you don't know and you can't prove or disprove it. Yeah, that came out of nowhere. Though I suppose after what happened with Takashima-san, it wasn't that strange. And especially given the context, given the fact that it's Ayana that is saying this. I don't know, I've never died before. Yeah, not exactly something that human beings do. You've never died? Why is that something that's significant? Why is that odd? But maybe she could be thinking of metaphorical deaths as well. Emotional deaths. Why are you looking at me like that? She looks really scary whenever she has her smiling expression on. She looks so unsettling. It's nothing. What do you mean it's nothing? It's just that I thought it was a bit odd that somebody would be able to say that they've never died. Yeah, what is this girl talking about? Exactly, yeah. Who could say that they've died before? That's obvious. If I died, I wouldn't be living right now. Yeah. Otonasi Ayana kept smiling and looking at me. I didn't understand her. No, totally. I just find it really quite odd. And I find it interesting that she's looking at the sky and it's as if she's looking at something that isn't there. And then there's the question of, you know, have you ever died before? What does it feel like to die? And, yeah. Hmm. Maybe it's as if she feels as if when she is looking at the sky, she feels dead. And maybe it's just something that she lifelessly does. I mean, to be honest, Yuki did have to say quite a lot in order to get Ayana's attention. Maybe she was just completely zoning out. Maybe she felt as if she was dying there. I don't know, though. I didn't understand her. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. If I died, I wouldn't be alive, would I? Because I'm living right now, I know I haven't died, right? You do not even understand life. How can you understand? But why does she not understand it? I don't get it. You're saying I can't understand death because I don't have enough experience in life. That's Confucius, right? Nakami-san, you're pretty smart. I think it's actually really quite sweet about the fact that her grandfather has made it so that she has learned all of these pieces of information, and she's been able to look into everything and recite it. And I just think it's really quite sweet how she's using what she has learnt from such a young age in her conversations to aid her, really. I mean, God, if I was in the grandfather's position, I'd be really quite proud. That's interesting, that, though. You can't properly understand what death means until you have lived a full life. But I suppose your perception really changes, and it also depends on people's perceptions and their lives and their goings on as well. But that's actually really odd to think about the fact that, I mean, Yuki has objectively died in the first game, I suppose, if the events are continuous. Like, the second game follows right after the first game. And if the timelines follow, sure, I could see how her living is a contradiction, because her living without having died is a contradiction. Not at all. My grandfather used to make me read stuff like that. He would make me recite the analects. What are the analects? Oh, analect of Confucius. Right, that's... Oh, so an ancient Chinese philosophical text. The sayings of Confucius. Right, okay. Composed of sayings and ideas attributed to Confucius and his contemporaries, traditionally to have been believed to have been compiled by his followers. Right. Apparently they're a collection of unrelated reflections randomly put together. Oh my god, that's interesting to think about the fact that that's mentioned again. The end sky. No, but that totally makes sense if you think about episode 1. Huh? The end sky? And sky? Sky and what? What? Did she think? What? They said exactly the same thing. And sky? Sky and what? What's that?
私が見てたもの。
Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting to think about the fact that the end sky, though, it implies a sky that is that is forming before the world ends. I don't really understand that. What I was looking at.
話が飛ぶね。綾菜さん。
And isn't it really interesting to think about the fact that she's scared about dying? Well, no, not really. She's wondering what it feels like to have died. Just up here. Where is it? Yeah, if you died, what would happen to you? And it's funny because she potentially thinks that that is going to happen soon just because of the fact that the sky is in its stage now off the ending, I think.
話が巻き戻っただけ。飛んでない。
That's funny. She understands it so little that, yeah, that's what's happening. I'm not off topic. I just returned to the topic. I originally asked what she was looking at, so she was technically right. I agree. Oh, never mind. I looked at the sky where Ayana-san was looking. Just a plain old sky. Interesting. I really do wonder what Ayana sees compared to what we see. Pure blue. Nothing other than a normal sky. Nothing more.
どうしたの水上さん。
What's wrong, Minakami-san?
どうしたも何もな。
Oh no. Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
見えないの。
Yeah, no. She totally sussed it out. Yeah, you can't see it. The fact that there is an endless sky, the end sky.
ただの空だと思います。
See what? It's just the sky.
見えるよ。
You will?
え？
That's weird.
いつか水上さんにも見える時が来るよ。
There will be a time where you will be able to see it too. No, but the only thing I really don't understand is how does she know?
やっぱり早菜さんの冗談はよくわからないわ。
No, but the only thing is I don't really get why it is a joke. I can never understand your jokes.
そう。
I see. Ayana-san looked up at the sky again. But still, what the heck is the and sky? I just don't really understand why she thinks it's, and sky. I don't really... I wish I had the Japanese version so that I could see exactly how that's spelled. Can we change the language? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it's another one of her incomprehensible jokes. No, it isn't. It's Tsui no Sora is kind of just referring to the fact that it's as if we are... I don't really know, we're the spirits intruding on a world that we should never be in. So that kind of implies about the fact that we are in a dream world now, but the only thing is I don't really think it makes sense for us to be in a dream world. Maybe this could just be her seeing things, or maybe her... Yeah, like Miyuki's saying, being incomprehensible. I'm going to be honest with this, I'll see it when I believe it. No, I'll believe it when I see it. Other way around, I always get that phrase the wrong way around. It's really quite annoying, actually. Maybe it's another one of her incomprehensible jokes, but still. I wonder what she was trying to say. Was it related to Takashima-san's suicide? I think it was, yeah. Yeah, totally. Totally. Oh, she's gone. What the... I feel kind of dizzy. Yeah, I don't blame her. She's had quite a long day. But isn't it really quite funny to think about the fact that she does feel dizzy? It's as if she is either really, really stressed, or it's just... Maybe it's because she's adjusting. Yeah, God, she really... Yeah, God, we're back to the really quite dark music. That is odd to think about the fact that she is feeling so unusual. I mean, it's just kind of hard to... attribute something like this to a normal world. I don't know. I'm just tempted to think about the fact that this could potentially have some sort of fantastical explanation. It's not. It's just because of the fact that she's stressed from Zakuro's suicide and obviously everything that's happening that's really quite odd. I think she's more stressed than she realises. I stumbled down the steps. I might be a little bit sick. That too, yeah. I feel kind of dizzy. God, she should be careful. God, it's getting worse and worse. Oh, vertigo? What the fuck is happening to her? Yeah, Jesus Christ, she's feeling bad. I staggered outside and ended up behind the school. God. Yeah, it does look like a pool. That's what I was thinking. God, this really reminds me of, right, spoiler warning for Higurashi, but it reminds me of the Kakiuchi school. It reminds me of one of those scenes in early Summer Utsushi. Oh, I really wasn't looking where I was going and I ended up here at the old pool. Fucking hell, she's in a bad state. Yeah, genuinely, what is the point of having a pool in a school if you're not going to demolish it? I mean, couldn't you use this space for something else? Actually, when are they going to demolish this thing? Last year, our school finished some major renovations. Oh, the gymnasium got renovated and a huge indoor pool was installed. Oh, I see. So there's no point of having an outdoor pool now. Yes, it's a real waste. God. So this pool wasn't being used at all. There was no water in it. Yeah, even though it was the middle of summer. Yeah. Yeah, totally. God, could you imagine being stuck in a pool without water? That would be fucking terrifying. I would go mad. Like a 2-meter deep pool as well. God, that's an awful thought, especially if you can't climb up. A pool without water looks kind of crappy, doesn't it? Yeah, I see that. It's not like they're totally letting it fall apart or anything, but it just feels like an old ruin now that it's not being used. It's really odd. I like it, but at the same time I can't deny that I think it's kind of creepy. I really do. Though it looked like the drain was still shut, since a bit of water was collecting at the bottom of the pool. Rainwater, maybe? Yeah. Seriously, oh fuck, what's happening? Shouldn't they do some maintenance even if it's not getting used, huh? Oh god. She really is feeling bad. I wonder why. I wonder what's going to happen to her, more importantly. This dizziness won't go away. What's happening? I suddenly feel sick. I definitely don't feel good at all. Yeah, no, totally. What was that sound? I felt some sort of presence. Huh? I turned to look towards that presence and somehow I got the impression that someone had just crawled out of the pool in front of me. Is it actually somebody though? Huh. I was struck with... Oh god, yeah, no, I can imagine that. Yeah, she's not going to be going for much longer. I was struck with vertigo when I turned. Oh, that's interesting. It's Takuji. My eyes felt like they were full of needles, and my vision went pure white. For a moment, I couldn't tell who was in front of me. God, he looks a bit troubled. Yeah, my vision returned to normal. I really wasn't feeling good today. Yeah. And funny to think about the fact that Takuji isn't going home as well. Isn't it really quite ironic to think about the fact that all of the people who were just chilling out in school and going, no clubs, no reason to be there, just chilling out, they don't want to go home because they probably have bad home lives, but yeah, they're always really odd people. I mean, Ayana, you can never ever tell me that somebody like Ayana has a good home life. No way. And what a coincidence meeting you here. You were Mamiya Takuji-kun, right? Yeah. You're Minakami-san. Why are you hanging around here?
どこから出てきたのかね。
He always appears, I see that. Actually, where did you crawl out of? You weren't here a moment ago.
え、
Oh god, he looks a bit scared. Huh? Huh? He looked like he was upset to run into me in a place like this. By the way, what are these circles?
なんで君は私見て動揺するかな。
Good point. Yeah, why did it bother you when you saw me?
いや、
Oh god, I feel really bad for this guy. I mean, he clearly finds it really, really difficult to socialize. I mean, insanely difficult. I'd assume that first scene in the story was a real push. He can't say a word.
なんでそんなところから出てくるかな。
Yeah, and why did you suddenly appear here?
いや、その財布をね、
No, it's my wallet, you see.
財布をプールの脇に落としちゃって。
Oh, I see. I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, yeah, just... But then again, still, why was he exploring here in the first place? I wonder, I dropped my wallet around here.
財布？
Your wallet?
そうなんだ。財布を落としちゃって。あ、僕急ぐんだよ。じゃあ、そういうことで。
Maybe he just finds it a little bit stressful because of the fact that we're here, but I'm sorry. If you've dropped your wallet and you're coming to look, and it looks as if you're crawling out of the pool, that's something that's really quite dodgy, but yeah, why wouldn't you want to go searching for it together? But then again, that could be reasoned out because of the fact that he's really quite stressed. I mean, he looks really, really bad at socializing, which I feel bad for him for. Yeah, that's right, I dropped my wallet. Oh, I have to hurry, I'll be going then.
おう、
I see. Is it me or his eyes look really lifeless? Or it's just the case that they're dark? God. Yeah, Mamiya Takuji left, almost running. That was really unusual.
なんだあいつは。
To be fair, that was actually a really quite good distraction. Maybe that's helped her with her vertigo a bit. Everything's weird, I see that though. What's up with him? It was like he was avoiding me. Why? What has she done? But the only thing is, I mean, I don't really understand. But to be fair, I think it's just because he finds talking to people so difficult. I don't necessarily know whether he is actually up to something. And he doesn't really seem like the type of person who would be up to something. He seems damaged, I won't deny that, but I don't know if he seems like he'd be bad. Mamiya Takuji. Didn't I run into him the other day? Yeah, exactly, yeah. I couldn't remember any time we'd interacted in particular. He was in the same class as me, but I hardly ever saw him. Yeah, reasonable. That's... Oh, wait, no. I thought, I hardly ever saw him outside of class. No, this is in general. That's really, really unusual. Yeah, like I said, I don't think he has a good life. He was in the same class as me, but I hardly ever saw him. Well, I guess I did cut... Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, I guess I did cut class a lot, and he was usually skipping school altogether. Oh, maybe not then. There's always a reason for somebody to skip school. I mean, Yuki's just doing it because she feels, oh, fuck. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. It was kind of like Takashima-san being separated from... God, that's awful. He did seem ridiculously shy. I see that. It was kind of like Takashima-san being separated from the rest of the class. He might have been getting bullied, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, no, it's hard to tell. I wondered what he thought about Takashima-san's suicide.
さてと、私もどこかに行くか。
Yeah, reasonable. Well then, I should get going too. Oh damn, another choice. Staff room. I wonder what Yuki would be doing in the staff room. There's not really much point of having this save. There's so many choices. That's actually a really interesting little conversation with Takuji there. It really is. I wonder too. I just find it really odd how evasive he was. But the only thing is I just find it really suspicious to think about the fact that he has just approached Yuki. And I agree. I think even though Yuki does have a bit of vertigo, I think it is very likely that she did interpret where Takagi was going out of correctly. Yeah, but that is interesting. I don't understand why Takagi was bothered. Let's go to the staff room, why not? See what's happening. Why would you go to the staff room? Especially on such a serious day like this. Where should I go? Maybe the staff room? Why? No way. That too, yeah. Yeah. I cut a class. I'll probably get in trouble with that. I know, that is just literally falling into the bait. There is a trap and you are walking into it intentionally. Don't do that. I cut class. I'll probably get in trouble if I went there. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, but no. But, yeah. She wouldn't have any business there, seriously. Is there anyone even there, though? I just really wonder what Mamiyaka Takagi is doing now. I wonder what they would say if they saw me. They probably wouldn't say anything, though. That was a nice part of being a flunky. Oh, yeah, reasonable. Yeah, they'd already given up on me. Is she actually going to the class in the staff room? Very, very ominous. Dots. And ellipsis. Oh, yeah, that's nice. It's getting late. They should be finishing up soon. So, like Yuki said, she professionally wasted time. It's getting late. They should be finishing up soon. Oh, wow, we're on the rooftop here. With beautiful sunset. I love how they've done the colours here. And I really, really like this contrast. We have really, really bright colours here. And then we just have the darker colours on top. I think that works really well. I like this little contrast with the brighter coloured clouds as well. It's a really, really unusual. Oh, no. Isn't that funny? I just feel like this contrast is a tad bit unusual. It's unusually dark here, which kind of reminds me of maybe the potential of this being a dream world. I don't know. I just feel like if this world didn't have some sort of irregularity, it wouldn't be with any potential to be a dream world. I don't know. I tried to my best to kill some time, but I ended up just walking around outside since I didn't feel comfortable inside the school building. Yeah, reasonable. Then I ended up on the roof, where I continued reading that book. Oh yeah, and what, the cunt one? Oh yeah, fair. To be fair, you're going to be contemplating it more. You're going to be thinking more. Of course that will... If you think about a story more, I think time goes quicker. Because you spend a lot more time than you think you would thinking. The book was a pain in the arse to read, but that made it better for killing time. Where are we going now? Oh, another weird thing. Is it vertigo? Ooh. Oh my god, she's just remembering that. When I was about to go to the gym, I remember Kagami saying something like, the club is meeting on the field today, not in the gym, so don't bother going to the gym because we won't be there. I see. Is it me or this field place looks unusually unsettling? I followed her advice and headed out to the field, but no club. Oh, never mind. That's hilarious. Ah, Yuki. It's because I ran over when she saw me. I think she sounds really happy. She's just probably so impressed about the fact that she's actually been waited for. Sorry to keep you waiting. No, it wasn't all that not awful at all. It wasn't all that not awful. Right. She actually wasn't, to be fair. Knowing you, you were probably just sleeping anyway. Gather up! Let's review what we covered today. Oh, I see. Yep, they're gonna go. The voices that echoed across the field probably belonged to their coach. Tsukasa and Kagami hastily ran over the... Oh god, yeah, you cannot be seen slacking. You don't want to... I mean, to be fair, this is a fun after-school activity. You don't want to have anything bad happening. Or anything... By the way, I just love how exaggerated this sunset looks. I think it really works. Is it me or all visual novels have exaggerated sunsets? I think Higurashi's console arcs are a really good example if you've read them. Tsukasa and Kagami hastily ran over there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's important, though. It needs to happen. While she was leaving, Tsukasa mouthed the word, sorry, at me. I waved at her, as if to say, don't worry about it. Yeah, fair enough. Review, huh? They'd already changed back into their uniforms, so they'd probably finish up soon. Yeah, he definitely sounds like he cares about what he's doing. That's nice. I leaned against the wall and waited for them to finish. What now? Oh, more dots? Oh! Ayana. Again. I just find it really quite funny to think about the fact that this theme plays whenever Ayana is here. It's just the theme that defines Ayana. Right, what's going to happen now? Because obviously Ayana... I don't really understand why Ayana firstly knows we're here, but secondly, why she's really intent on following us. Whoa. Oh, it's just you, Ayana-san. Yeah, meeting for the 3rd time today. Oh, that is a really unusual. That is a really unusual thing to say. It's as if she's confirming who she is. That's really odd. That is just the most odd response. Yes, I am Ayana-san. I agree. Yeah. What are you doing at school this late? I figured someone like you would be long gone by now. Yeah, it shows that she definitely doesn't know Ayana well. But, I mean, that's fair. We've only properly begun talking to her again today. So, yeah. I mean, we haven't really talked to her that much beforehand, but, yeah, we've obviously talked to her today more than we have any other day. Someone like me is still here. I see. Ah. What's going on? Oh, it's Kagami and Tsukasa, so... Where's Ayana going? We're done. Let's head home. Yeah. But where is Ayana? What? Ayana-san was gone. What's wrong? That's fucking weird. Nothing. I was going to introduce Ayana-san to them, but it's... Yeah, it seems she got spirited. That's too weird to brush her past. I mean, firstly, why would Yuki not notice Ayana going? I mean, they are in an open field. Could she have ran away? I mean, sure, that's a realistic question to ask, but at the same time, why would she not have heard sounds of her footsteps? That's so unusual. I really, really do wonder if there is more to all of this plot than we think. If there is... I mean, to be fair, if we are in a world of a dream because of the fact that Zakuro has died, this would make sense because I suppose it's something that's supernatural. And funny to think about the fact that Ayana is... It's as if she is the person who is from the dreams. The person that just doesn't follow the rules of humanity. Kind of like a person who could, in theory, only follow the rules of... Well, I suppose a dream is a distortion of reality, so Ayana is a distortion of humanity, I suppose. And maybe that could be what the dream's trying to convey, I don't know. Yeah, I was going to introduce Ayana-san to them, but it seems that she got spirited away. It's so weird that, yeah. Oh my god, the terrifying house is here. We're here, this is the Wakatsuki house, and this is the Minakami house. Yuki. Hi? Yes? No, I had fun, and I'm going to be honest, I think Yuki did. I mean, apart from the really unexplainable and odd vertigo that she was having, I really do wonder what that was. I mean, we never saw her have vertigo before because obviously it was in the dream world, I think. So maybe there's something more to her health than what we realise. Maybe she gets vertigo when she gets really stressed. So if there's any really dark parts in the story, chapter 3 and 4, yeah, I wonder if we're going to see her vertigo more. I guess we were a nuisance today. What do you mean? You weren't a nuisance?
でもそのおかげで私も司もいつも通りでいられた。だからありがとう。
But thanks to that, Tsukasa and I were able to be with you. So thank you. Yeah, no, that is actually really quite nice. She totally appreciates our company. She really does. And I feel like somebody like Kagami, she is insanely, well, no, she really has the belief that she has to put on a front to be able to talk to someone. She doesn't believe that she can just talk to them naturally, really. So it's just all the more impactful when we actually hear her talk naturally. Yeah, that's more like Kagami. More like the Kagami we know. Yeah, you see what I mean though? Oh, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't destroy the mood! Don't destroy the unusually soft atmosphere. Reasonable, yeah. Occasionally, even I feel like I need to say thanks to you. Understood. Thank you, Yuki. Really, thanks for everything today, Yuki. God, it is actually a really quite sweet ending to the day. And if I'm going to be honest, I mean, I really do think about the fact that I just think this is a bit sudden, to be honest. I think it's a bit exaggerated. But at the same time, I mean, they've not had a fun day with each other like this for quite a long time. They really haven't. I love that, yeah. If you want to pay me back, you could be a little more ladylike when you come to wake me up tomorrow. Oh god, boys won't like you if you keep acting like that. Yeah, fair enough. Who cares about them? Yeah, reasonable. Besides, you can act a little more ladylike yourself. I do agree, but somebody doesn't have to. I think Kagami is probably somebody who needs to act more ladylike, because if she doesn't, she will kill Yuki. But, yeah, obviously it doesn't really matter with us. Reasonable. I'm fine, I'm not interested in boys, so I don't need to act girly. You aren't? Kagami's... She's listening intently. Tsukasa's blushing as well. They both are, aren't what? Yeah, isn't that actually really quite interesting? I really think that Kagami, even though this isn't the dream world, I think she still has a thing for us. No, it's nothing. Let's go. Oh, Ne-chan. Anyway, thanks for today, Yuki. Yeah, I mean, I do remember Tsukasa in the beginning of episode 1 just saying about the fact that Kagami always looked up to us and we were her role model technically, so yeah, I can see that when you think about their childhood. But yeah, maybe that was what begun it, the admiration for her and her feelings for her. Oh, Ne-chan. Anyway, thanks for today, Yuki. Yeah, very tiring day. A lot went on. Oh, yeah, it's reasonable to think about the fact that she just can't go to bed without thinking about this suicide. Yeah.
高島ザクロ
Takashima Zakuro.
あの人が
She didn't have anything to do with that, right? To do with what? That... Ah, yes, I totally see why you would think about that, yeah. Yeah, the accident where Shiroyama Tsubasa fell to his death. Yeah, that is a reasonable thing to ask. Does it? I mean, what is the possible connection?
あんまり怖いこと考えると怖いから考える
Agreed, yeah. No, I do see that, but at the same time, I don't care, I'm interested. It's kind of scary thinking about those things, so I better stop. That's right. I just want to read a bit of the conversation with Kagami, Tsukasa, and Yuki. They must have had a lot of fun walking back. Yeah, that's right. What was I supposed to do when something like that happened so close to me? I know exactly, I really don't blame her. I mean, sometimes today she has tried to just pass off the fact that it wasn't really... I mean, her just thinking about the fact that it was so odd. I mean, even though they barely knew each other, just finding it kind of hard to separate herself. I mean, I remember at the beginning just her properly trying to look at it from an outsider's perspective and also just trying her hardest to keep her cool as well. What was I supposed to do when something like that happened so close to me? Takashima-san's suicide and yeah, Shiroyama Tsubasa's accident. Do they have any connection? I really do wonder. They were unrelated, but how do you know? Two rare events just happened to occur in a short period of time. But at the same time, what if the cause for those suicides was potentially similar? Yeah, Shiroyama Tsubasa's death by falling wasn't related. After all, if it was... Oh god. Yeah, that would be really bad. Oh. Interesting that Kagami and Tsukasa are there.
だから
And funnily enough, everything is more covered in red this time. But I suppose it kind of makes sense. I mean, beforehand in the dream world it was reasonably ethereal and everything was really quite clear to see. Oh, that's ambience. Right, yeah, everything was more clear in the dream world, whereas now it's covered in red. It does kind of make sense, because this is a world of murder investigation. And odd occurrences as well, it seems. I mean, if we see... Oh, fuck. So that's... Isn't it?
でもさ、そういうのって噂でしょ？
Yeah.
大体そういうのってさ。
God, people was... I mean, of course they're going to be talking about it. They're going to be talking about it for a long time. Yeah, but that's just a rumor, isn't it? All that stuff is. They're just rumors.
うん、そういうのって
Yeah.
昔から何度も言われてるんでしょ？
Yeah, they've been saying that for ages, you know.
予言だっけ？なんかそういうやつだよね。
A prediction. Something like that, right? A prediction?
大昔流行ったって話をお父さんから聞いたよ。
Oh god, I've heard of that name
ノストラダ
before.
ムスの予言だとか。
My dad said they used to be really popular. Something about Nostradamus' prophecies.
だからこれは予言じゃないんだって
Like I said, they're not prophecies.
予言じゃないのに、なんで未来なんかわかるの？
What? If they're not prophecies, how do they tell the future.
私も難しいことはわからないんだけどね。
I don't know the difficult parts.
なんか科学的なことなんだってさ。
But they say it's scientific.
あのね、ウェブロボットとかいう。
They call it the web bot. You mean the web bot project? What is that?
それだよ。よく知ってるね。
Yeah, that. You know about it?
何そのウェブボットプロジェクトって。
What is it? That's weird. That's a big invasion of privacy. What the fuck? It's a software that gathers all the conversations on the internet. Apparently, it can predict the future? But the only thing is, this is 2010. I can understand it with machine learning and AI now, but not here. What? The WebBot project. Huh? Yeah, I really do wonder if this is going to be with realistic reasoning, or if it's just going to be baseless conjecture. Who knows? For some reason, that topic came up at school. I'd only heard rumours about it. Apparently, it was a piece of software that collected data on the internet and, using that data as a source, analysed the subconscious minds of a large group of people. That's interesting. But that's basically just stealing people's data and looking at their private messages as well? Surely? Yeah. But I don't really understand how you would collect data to analyse the subconscious mind. I mean, I'm thinking maybe it could be just... Oh, I don't know, there are so many complicated processes that you would have to do in order to do something like this. And, for example, these predictions could be totally wrong if, for example, somebody is completely different to how they are online to real life, for example. Yeah, that's really odd. I didn't know who would think to make something like that. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, but apparently it was originally... originally designed to predict stock prices. But the explanation of why they would need to make something like that to predict the stock market was a bit complicated. Yeah, no, I can totally see that. I mean... But the only thing is, I mean, I would have thought it would make sense if you were thinking, analyse all the messages from some company owner from a business, maybe it could be their Twitter posts, their marketing, maybe their personal messages, I don't know, it just seems really creepy, but maybe that could predict their psychology and what they would do next, I don't know. Wait, so is this a genuine thing? That's fucking weird. This is a genuine thing. What the fuck? What is this? Right, where do we start? This looks like a really in-depth article. Let's just read. Is there a summary? I don't know. That's really, really weird. That's really interesting. So you have a big database of words, and you have various patterns of words that indicate particular behaviours. And you calculate the rate of change of it. That's fucking weird. concepts. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, totally, yeah. So I think now it's just getting into a little bit too technical. I just wanted a basic summary. Right, try explaining it. Yeah, sure. I don't know about that choice. I don't think there's much point in it. But yeah, try explaining it. It went something like this. A new field called financial engineering was created in the 1950s by combining elements of economics, accounting, math, and traditional engineering. Right. The investment banks of America worked together to develop it further. Yeah, I see. That's really cool. And in the mid-80s, a group of the world's greatest rocket scientists, mathematicians, and other geniuses were assembled on Wall Street. Oh, yeah. I've heard about differentiation in... there was a question in our differentiation test that had... we had to use the derivative of a price. Wait, no, what was it? No, it was a formula, and then we had to do dp over dt, I think it was. I.e. derivative, to find that. And then we used that to predict stuff, and... No, that was a question... We used the second derivative in that as well. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we did. And then we used the what was it? Yeah, when you sub x into the second derivative, if it's more or less than 0, which is the gradient of the stationary point, and proving whether that's a minimum or maximum point. I remember I did that. Yeah, using complex financial derivatives, they carefully manage their risks. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, these geniuses gradually pushed the beast, known as the economy, into a... I just can't believe something like this is real. Soon, they had almost completely tamed the economy, removed its fangs, and acquired for themselves unlimited power to control it as they saw it. Yeah, that's interesting. With one exception. One exception? However... yeah, I like that, yeah. The geniuses hid this exception away from prying eyes by calling it an anomaly, a contradiction, or an exception. The word anomaly refers to something with no clear theoretical basis, which is nevertheless clearly existence within, experimental result. I agree, yeah. Random error, zero error, dunno, parallax error. What about systematic error? Could that? Well, no. Systematic error wouldn't really give anomalies. It would be more random error, I would have thought. Because if you had a systematic error for one thing, you'll have it for everything. Like if you're just doing repeat readings of the same experiment. No, I don't know actually. I don't know if you can have a systematic error just for one certain part of an experiment. Yeah. It is a word to describe those patterns that defy theory. Yeah, I see that, yeah. They had a precise theory which they used to find patterns in their observed data. Yeah. With those tools, they completely caged the monster. I really like this analogy, yeah. Isn't that interesting? This meant that the human race had obtained the Philosopher's Stone, or it should have. This is where another topic comes up. Who the fuck is that? Speaker today will be Nassim Nicholas Taleb. Oh my god. I love that. What I imagine he looks like. This is hilarious. I never thought I'd see something like this in a visual novel. Fucking hell. Looks like some fucking complex maths. I love how his voice moves down. Or his mouth moves down. Oh god, I see integrals. Fucking hell. Multiple DXs. I have no idea how you integrate that. I have a question for you all. The famous American index, the S&P 500. Personally, I would start by explaining what it is, but that's just me. In what length of time did the equity market make half of its net historical gains over the past 50 years? So how long do you think it took?
さすが外国人が言うと難しいな。
It's hard to understand when a foreigner says it.
誤解を恐れずに分かりやすく言うとな。
Yeah, fair enough. You have to say it simply, without worrying too much about any oversimplifications.
アメリカ株式市場50年の歴史で、今までのすべての稼ぎの半分をどのくらいの期間で稼いだでしょうってことかな。
In the past 50 years of the stock market, how long did it take for it to make half of the gains it's made up until now? Oh my god, why? Yeah, let's do this. Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong too. I love that he's getting more and more angry. That's totally wrong, totally wrong. You're not even wrong the right order of magnitude. I don't know, either one of these two, I think. Let's do 10 months. Oh, yeah, okay, 10 years then. They were all wrong. Oh no! Dumbass. It's gotta be 10 years. It's not! Wow! God, this genius is just totally getting annoyed at us. Meet something What? I'll kill you! What the fuck am I reading? I just feel so bad for whoever this guy is. He's getting totally slandered by the visual novel. This is just strange. 10 minutes. Wait, which answer is it? I swear I already did 10 days. Oh, it was 10 days. It was just in 10 days. What did it look like? I love it. The text is in a different size in the backlog. In those 10 days, stock prices skyrocketed. Those 10 days account for half the gains. No, fucking hell. That's amazing. Those irregular numbers were actually one of the exceptions. We could ignore them since they hardly ever happened. Yeah, no, totally. It's not an anomaly because of the fact that you can actually reason the exception. Statistically, this was an exception unusual enough to be absurd. Yeah. How much of an exception? Well, really, really big one, but it's logical. It was about... yeah, I love that. It was about 10 standard deviations away from the norm. Yep. Fucking hell, that's ridiculous. 10. I mean, whenever I did standard deviation, I'd never get something... I've never even got a standard deviation that's more than 2 or maybe 3. Fucking hell. I guess you don't understand that. Yeah, I do. So I do understand it though! To state it in more familiar words. An exception that would only happen once in the entire history of the universe since the Big Bang. I mean, reasonable, but at the same time, what if, I don't know, in the future, for example, AI does something that completely breaks the economy? And that's also assuming that there have been no advanced human civilizations on Earth before us that have maybe done something similar to this. You can't necessarily prove that we are the only ones who have done it. I don't know. I'm just trying to find any stupid argument to prove this person is wrong. This kind of exception happens less than once every 10 billion years. Yeah, fair enough. That's insane, though. So we can ignore it, right? No. Oh, so you think that doesn't make sense? And of course, you're right. Those words... Those words, 10 standard deviations away from the norm, are actually famous because a Nobel Prize winner said them after his business went bankrupt. Oh my god. What, his finances over, I don't know, like finances over the last 12 months business earnings, and then just 1 month so low that it's 10 standard deviations away from the norm. Oh, right. A hedge fund called... What the fuck is hedge fund? Called LTCM was established by 2 genius economists who had won the Nobel Prize in 1997 for the Black-Scholes formula. This hedge fund's net value grew over $7 billion. Fucking hell. Oh. But it went bankrupt when Russia defaulted on its national debt. I see that. At that time, the geniuses cried and said that was an exception that would only happen once in 100 billion years, so we had no choice but to go bankrupt. How did that happen? Truthfully, we don't know the details. But there's one thing they should understand, even if they're not geniuses. And in a way, they aren't. Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I get that obviously Russia defaulting on its national debt, that could be a big problem that could influence your business, but couldn't you just start up again, especially if you have the skills of a genius? I don't know. Depends on how much they've lost, I suppose. And their reputation and... Oh, I don't really know how willing the stakeholders would be to support a new business that is going up, even though the old business has gone bankrupt. In economics, there's a human element, which means economies are run by illogical beings. Animal spirit. Oh, by the way, a famous economist called Keynes coined that term. One scholar who investigated that the kind of massive change that is only supposed to occur every 30,000 years, according to financial engineering, has actually occurred 48 times in... Jesus Christ. 48 in the 88-year history of the New York Stock Exchange. That's totally different from the calculations. It's true that it's completely random, but that kind of coincidence is impossible. Though it's not that strange to think that a human-run economy would be pulled in careless directions by the whims of imperfect human beings. Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah, look at any economy, let's be honest. Yeah, no, I do see that. And I disagree, we can make logical decisions, but sometimes what we perceive as logic is influenced by our bias. So I do kind of see that. After all, humans can't make logical decisions, they're all biased. That's how the world works. Oh yeah, totally, yeah. For instance, if everyone starts reading a boring, amateurishly written novel, it can become a bestseller and then get turned into a movie. And just like that, it can become a fad. Yeah, I agree. Even though everyone seemed to be liberal, all of a sudden they're conservative. Or wine becomes more popular than beer, or sake more popular than wine, or maybe it would be shochu. Is shochu an alcoholic drink? Wait, let's search. Oh yeah, it's a liqueur. Oh, I've seen this. It's... The fuck? Wait, hang on. What? Why does that have the kanji for roast? And the first letter. Sure is an onyomi of the kanji for yaki. I'm really surprised. Or yaku or whatever. For some reason, Crystal, I don't understand that at all. In short, these exceptions happen because the economy is run by people who just do whatever they feel like. Yeah, reasonable. Yeah. I don't necessarily agree, because for a lot of economic decisions you have to have many people agreeing on them, because especially if they're really important decisions, you can't just have everything decided on the whims of one person. But then again, what if it's a collective bias? Then you could override that argument. We're a bit off topic, but now for the main issue. So if you could figure out this human tendency to act however they feel like, you could tame the economy. Yeah, no, I see that. If you could just understand their day-to-day whims. How would you do that? Let's ask a psychologist. Can't we research the way humans make choices? Yeah, I agree. I think you definitely could. Isn't that what they call so-called social psychology? Could you apply that to the economy? Yeah, interesting. There are economists seriously researching it. They call it behavioural economics. But this is a major task. Yeah, that's interesting. After all, they're trying to use theory to tame the anomalies that can't be explained with theory. That's got to be hard. I can kind of see that, because I suppose the anomalies, the definition that she was using was the fact that an anomaly is something that can't be logically explained. And I suppose an anomaly could happen. But the only thing is, if it's an anomaly because of the fact that someone's whim has been... Well, somebody's ideas are pointed in a certain direction, you find the cause of those ideas, and then you could potentially explain why the anomaly has happened. Or you could explain lead causes to the anomaly. But I suppose sometimes there are just genuine exceptions that you can't explain. But yeah, it's got to be hard. Yeah, I agree. But isn't there some miraculous way to get at the public subconscious? Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's where the internet comes into play. If you look through people's everyday conversations scattered throughout the internet, could you understand this tendency for people to act however they feel like? Well, it just depends on where you look. And it depends on what your feelings are, because let's be honest, your feelings are... Well, there are so many distractions that are just aiming to stimulate your brain. The second you get distracted, it may not be your intentional feeling, but you just latch on to the distraction. So without those distractions, would people's feelings really be the same? Let's say chronic social media addicts, what would they be like if they weren't on the internet? And what I'm trying to say, is their activity on the internet influenced by the fact that they are distracted? You could have possibly, yeah. Yeah, it might have been impossible in the past, since you couldn't listen to everyone talking. How many data protection and privacy laws must this break, though? But now it's impossible to listen to every single person's voice. Yeah, you can listen to mine, fucking hell. You might be able to understand the group's deepest instincts through all their individual voices. Fair. Or maybe, by the means of the outer layer we call the internet, you could understand humanity's collective subconscious. I really wonder how, though. I mean, humanity is such a range of people. You have people of different ages, of different, I don't know, lives, backgrounds, illnesses, stuff like that. How can humanity have a collect... Oh, wait, yeah, now I understand it. If you think about, solipsism. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, that's really interesting. So I wonder how that then leads into simulation theory. That belief was what led to the creation of the Webbot project. It indiscriminately collects the words scattered across the internet and makes calculations based on the figures derived from emotions, allowing it to predict things no economist could hope to predict. That's really interesting. So are they saying that the Webbot project may have predicted this? The results of those calculations predict what might happen in the future. In other words, they're prophecies. Yeah, they kind of are, and they're mathematically driven as well, but at the same time they could not be accurate. I mean, for example, what if somebody has a different persona on the internet to how they act in real life? And what if they are actually trolling? Like, for example, what if Zakuro was, I don't know, for example, faking suicide somewhere or something, and her feelings that she was trying to convey on the internet were very different to her actual feelings, or just something like that, you know? It's not fully accurate. And it's fucking creepy. But let's not go there. The Webbot project is a miraculous piece of software that made predictions from the anomaly. Yeah, fair. Yeah, the subconscious that economists had always ignored. That's interesting. Amazing. Truly amazing. Something sounds fishy. Yeah, can it really predict anything? I'm assuming if you... I'm just a bit interested. God, that was so stupid, that. Yeah, I thought so. I might I might have a reread, but not now. 10 days though, fucking hell.
そうそう、人類には共通の無意識があるんだって。
Yeah. Solipsism. Is that what it's called? Dude, fuck off. Oh my god. Yeah, solipsism. Oh, solipsism rather. Yeah, solipsism. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, their conversation was going in the obvious direction. I laughed a little. Anything, huh? Truly miraculous, huh? Yeah, no, I totally agree. It is miraculous. Right, they say that all humans are linked subconsciously.
共通の無意識?
Subconsciously?
そう。偉い学者さんが発見したんだよ。
Yeah, great scholar discovered it. It was Carl Gustav Jung, the collective unconscious, right? Oh, that's interesting.
何それ?
What's that?
だからね、人類に共通してすでに心の奥底にあるものなんだよ。
It's something shared by humans in the depths of our minds. What, is it just because of the fact that we're the same species, so we have the same code for survival? Really? Our bodies operate the same way? There's so many things that happen subconsciously that are the same in every single human being? Or, if not the same, similar? If something shared by all humans in the depths of our minds.
それがどうなるの?
What does it do?
だからさ、人類が持っている潜在意識はすでに世界で何が起こるか知ってるんだよ。
Oh my god, I can actually see that. What about reflex responses before? I mean, no, but that is actually really quite interesting. I mean, I get that reflex responses can be explained scientifically. I forgot how it went. I think there's a stimulus and then the signal. Well, it doesn't involve the CNS. It just goes straight from the motor. No, wait. I think it's like... It doesn't involve the CNS. I think it goes through all the neurons and the synapses, the nervous impulse. But then it just instantly goes to the receptors of... I think it's the effector? Rather than actually contacting the brain for it. But the only thing is, the reason subconscious knows what's going to happen in reflex situations is because of the fact that the stimuli are really fucking fast. I mean, I really do wonder if they are just plain electrons. But if that's the case, how does electricity actually flow within our bodies? How? It's just such a weird concept, if you ask me. It's like humanity's subconscious already knows what's going to happen in the world. Yeah.
そうなの?
It is, seriously. Yeah, that sounds kind of scary though. Like, just before you get sick or get in an accident, you'll see an old lady standing at your bedside. That sounds like an urban legend. That's your subconscious trying to warn you about what's going to happen. But the only thing is, I mean, I don't really understand that, because if your subconscious is trying to warn you, it's as if it already knows. There is no basis. Well, how could your subconscious know if your conscious brain doesn't? Well, I don't understand. I suppose, for example, people who've taken really bad meds, and when they think about a certain part of their life, they just completely... It's all hazy. They can't remember it whatsoever. I mean, I suppose subconsciously they know what's happened, but with their actual conscience, they don't. But that's in the past. I'm thinking about the future. That's where everything gets a bit difficult.
そうそう、それと同じようにさ、人類の滅亡の時もすでにみんな無意識レベルでは知って
Please
て
say
ね。
July 20th. Yeah, and because of that, we already subconsciously know the date humanity will go
それ
extinct.
は分かったけど、そのなんとかロボットって予言を当てたりしているの？
I understand that, but are its predictions coming true? What? Yeah, it predicted the anthrax attacks in 2001, the Great Power Outage of 2000 and... How? The earthquakes in Indonesia in 2000... What the fuck? Just from mathematical calculations based on people's messages. And based on the emotional types of language that they were using. Well, I mean, I can kind of see that. If you have loads of earthquake-related words, and then you analyse how many times they are being used, and then you create graphs that show trends for potential increases, maybe there could be early signs of seismic activity that people could be talking about online, and then maybe as an earthquake would happen, the closer you are to the earthquake, the more the increase would happen. So then you could analyse that increase and then think there could be a potential earthquake. Hurricane Katrina in 2005 and tons of other... That's ridiculous. Like, genuinely ridiculous. But, yeah, I mean... I suppose with, that as well... I'm just wondering if there could be any causes for seismic activity that aren't earthquakes. We have fault lines moving, but those usually cause earthquakes. Yeah, I can't really think of anything, to be honest. Don't know, plates moving together. If you have collision boundaries or destructive boundaries, subduction. But usually if there's seismic activity, there's probably an earthquake coming.
そうなんだ。
It is, yeah, it's cool, but it is creepy, I see that.
不気味だね。
But the only thing is, I mean, disaster, earthquake, these are things that are characterized by conditions that make it obvious before. Like, I would assume. I don't know anything about hurricanes actually. That's the one thing we haven't done in geography. I hope we cover them because they'd probably be quite interesting. But, yeah, I mean, wind speeds potentially increasing, people saying stuff about them. I see, that's kind of creepy.
そのウェブロボットがね、今年に何か大きなことがあるって予測を出してね。
That's really interesting, and the web robot is predicting that something big is going to happen this year. This guy does CS. It's not a robot, it's called a bot.
何かって？
Something big. It says humanity is going to reach the peak of this string of recent disasters.
3時のピークって？
The peak of disaster.
世界の終わり。
How the fuck? The end of the world.
世界の終わり？
The end of the world.
そう。予測してるって話だよ。
I find it really quite funny to think about the fact that this could just be complete baseless conjecture. I mean, if the webbot has actually predicted stuff like Hurricane Katrina and the Indonesia earthquakes in 2004, which year was... Wait, no. I mean, yeah. It could be a valid source, but it doesn't necessarily prove anything, which is something you need to remember. That's what it's predicting.
世界の終わりって、そんな。
The end of the world? No way. What's the
不
day of
安
the
な
end of the
言葉に
world?
満ちているんだってさ。
What the fuck? It says the world is full of anxious words. That's so wrong. What the fuck? My smile disappeared when I heard her say that.
不安な言葉で満ちている。
Full of anxious words.
不安な言葉に満ちてる
Oh, and it's going around more and more. Full of anxious words.
そう、ネットの世界がすごくいっぱい不安な言葉で満ちてるんだよ。
That's really weird. So could that potentially be what Zakuro was referring to? Yeah, the world on the internet is filled with a ton of anxious words.
空いっぱいの不安な言葉。
The sky is full of anxious words.
そしてその不安を多くの言葉が受け入れているんだってさ。
And that anxiety is seeping into tons of other words.
まるでネットがそれを受け入れてるみたいに。
That's actually really quite interesting. But the only thing I don't really understand about it is if the internet's full of anxious words, maybe it's just because of the fact that the world's in, I don't know, world's in a bad state. People, why does this prove the end of the world? The world is full of anxious words, sure, but I don't understand why that proves anything. But the only thing is I just find it odd that Zakuro's saying the same thing. I mean, maybe Zakuro quoted it from the webbot, but at the same time, I don't really think she sounds like the type of person who would be well versed in stuff like this, but I don't know. People read something. Oh fuck!
空いっぱいの不
I
安
didn't
な言
mean
葉。
I didn't mean to press skip there. You know what? I'm just going to do something that will really benefit me. I'm just going to make it so that that button does nothing. There's no fucking point of it existing. What's a really useless key that does absolutely nothing? F24. Let's do that. There we are. I only have 12 function keys on my keyboard, never mind fucking 24. Yeah, it does nothing now. Fuck you. Right. What? Yeah, it's like... Yeah.
まるでネットがそれを受け入れてるみたいに。
何それ意味わかんないけど少し怖すぎじゃない
Totally.
でもね、そうらしいよ。それはまるで死に向かう人の心と同じだって。ウェブロボコンはデータで示してるみたいなんだよ。
Why does it necessarily prove the fact that the world is going to end though? I don't get it.
死に向かう人と同じ。
This is the worst thing. A source has a tiny bit of validity, so people just jump on the bandwagon so quickly. And the webbot, yeah, a heart seeping with anxiety. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Just like a person condemned to death. That's the sky's full of anxious words, yeah.
空いっぱいの不安。
Fuck's sake.
空いっぱいの不安な言葉。それを受け入れつつあるから。
That's really weird. The process of absorption has
世界
begun.
が
The world.
不安な言葉。そしてそれを受け入れた世界。
Anxious words and the world that has absorbed them.
それが何と同じかわかる？
Do you know what those are?
これから死ぬ人間の心。
The heart of the person who will soon die. Hers, though. You would have thought that's her heart.
だから世界は
This is so weird. Therefore, the world.
世界が終わっちゃうの
Is the world going to
だから
end?
ね、
Supposedly. Yeah, God, I know, it's insane. Yeah, funny that they're connected. So weird, though. This guy's full of anxious words. But the only thing is that's really quite interesting to think about the fact that anxious words have been absorbed by... Well, if anxious words have been absorbed by the world, that means people's overall emotions are going to be more and more relevant to anxiety, so there's going to be more of that on the internet, and they're going to take out more of their emotions on the internet, I'd assume. Yeah, that's really unusual. Oh yeah, of course, because there's anxiety, and then that makes more people scared, and then that influences their vocabulary, and it's absorbed into their into the words they use. I just can't believe the Wetbot project is real, to be honest. Yeah, so I suppose there's anxious words and then the world that has absorbed them by what I said. Yeah, but that's really unusual to think about the fact that those words reflect Zakuro's heart. And if anything, I think that's kind of reasonable because it reflects the heart of a bully. A person being bullied, of course. Somebody will be full of anxiety if they're being bullied. Of course they will feel like they want to die, and they will feel like they would want to do something like that if it's serious. And yeah, I really do wonder what somebody like Takaji's take on this would be. I think Takaji's a bit odd, just because of why he was, I don't know, was he stalking us or something? I just don't know why he made it seem so quiet and secretive where his location was. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, how did they end up at this topic? This is really, really weird. It's just so reality bending, and it's such an odd concept to think about the fact that it could possibly be predicted. But where's any basis for the end of the world? How is it going to happen? It kind of made me want to laugh. Yeah, fair. But to be honest, I didn't feel like I could even force out a laugh at the moment. Yeah, I don't blame her. It's really, really moving, stuff like this. Yeah. Therefore, the world will end. Oh, I see why they missed out that bit when looking at her flashback. Yeah, no, totally. Weird. Isn't that so odd to think about the fact that she has genuinely predicted it? But the only thing is, I mean, if she predicts it, it's obviously something that she has something to do with. That's what I don't really get, because she's dead, and it's as if she is a normal human being in this world. Why is she so significant? I just don't understand. I tried my best not to think about that since it was such a ridiculous thing to say. But even though it was a ridiculous thing to say, it was still ringing in my ears. Yeah, no, fair. The end of the world. It is ridiculous, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, the fact that I'm here right now proves that definitely didn't happen. I thought that meant... Me too, yeah, the end of her world. No, but potentially the end of world for everyone. But the only thing is, let's be honest, they're just thinking, wow, there's been a rational prediction that has predicted a few events in the past. Wow, the internet is becoming full of anxious words because of the fact that there has been a cause for anxiety, and then that has spread, and more people have used that cause for anxiety to influence the ways in which they compose themselves and present themselves in the form of vocabulary on the internet. And then, oh wow, it's similar to what Zakuro predicted. I mean, sure, she predicted it, and she did actually predict it really well, which is fucking freaky. But at the same time, I mean, why does that necessarily have any relation to the fact that the world's going to end? Why does any of this prove that the world is going to end? I don't think it does. I mean, sure, she predicted something, but at the same time, I mean, why does that mean the world's going to end? In other words, I thought those words referred to her death. That's what I had thought she meant, or rather that was what I wanted to think she meant. Of course, yeah. But somehow, something deep inside me, something I'd forgotten. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, was telling me that those words were dangerous, especially because of... Oh my god, that's really odd. Yeah, because her subconscious, I can understand why it would, because she had gone through the real world and... Well, beforehand, in episode 1, she had gone through... Zakuro dying, but then in the dream world, everything ending on July 20th. But it's as if she knows the weight of those words, and that maybe explains why she was so dizzy, because of her subconscious being really bad, and also why she was so why she was so shaken by this. Obviously, somebody she knows a bit has just killed herself, so that is shocking. But yeah, why it's more shocking than normal? It was like, yeah. Something deep down inside me was chattering. Someone in my inner heart, someone who wasn't unrelated to me, was whispering something. Surely that was just an illusion. Funny that. I mean, the only thing is, in the world of the dream, obviously it ended perfectly. So I don't really understand why the end of the world... I mean, obviously it's the end of the world, she's going to die, but at the same time I don't really understand why the end of the world would be registered as something really bad.
いや違うだろう。こんなのたまたまだ。そんな不気味なことがあってたまるか。
That's the worst thing. You can't deny that. Maybe it could happen. You don't know. And that's why rumours like these are dangerous. No way. This is just a coincidence. As if something like that could actually happen. Oh, fucking hell. I hated that pause. Oh, Kagami. Huh? What? And Tsukasa. You know, Yuki. Wait, Tsukasa, are you... Oh my god, what happened? What's wrong? You know, Yuki. Tsukasa, what are you... Yeah, seriously, what is she doing? Oh my god, that was so funny. She quite literally bonked her on the head and then made her fall. God, just completely forgetting about her. What is it? Dude, you were literally the one who started the conversation. None of your business. Don't worry about us. It's going to be something about the fact that Tsukasa may like us. Tsukasa was lying on the floor saying something. What? Yuki delivery? What? Delivery? Huh? What? That doesn't sound like Kagami. That sounds like Tsukasa. Tsukasa handed me something wrapped in cloth. Wait, that's... Hang on a second, I don't really understand why it's so embarrassing for Kagami and also what this delivery is. Tsukasa. Oh, damn. Tsukasa grabbed Kagami's leg to stop her from moving. Tsukasa, let go of me. This is really confusing. I'm not letting go. God, Tsukasa. Oh god, she's being really quite violent now, I'd assume. But the only thing is, I just really don't understand why. What is this thing that Tsukasa has in her package? Why? Kagami was also always so kind to Tsukasa, but now she was kicking her on the floor. And Tsukasa always listened to what Kagami said. But now she was on the floor. Oh yeah, ignoring Kagami's words. Amazing, what a rare sight. Tsukasa? Don't worry about me. Hurry up and open it. What's so important though? And what does Kagami not want us to see?
別に司のこと気にしているわけじゃないけど。
No, it's not that I'm not worried about. It's not that I'm worried about you, but well, honest. Don't. What's in there though? I was a bit troubled, but I opened the package
お
and
弁当箱？
oh, a packed lunch.
お姉ちゃんが作ったの。
Oh my god, that's really nice. Oh, isn't that really quite funny to think about the fact that, yeah, the events in episode 1 didn't happen, my god. Because I think if they happen again, there would have been no way that Kagami would have been able to get that lunch to us. One-chan made it.
ほう。
Okay.
ユキ
Just
のだよ
okay. It's yours. I think that's so funny. Kagami is just so ridiculously embarrassed. But let's be honest, we know that would have never happened anyway. I think it's really got to see that Kagami has made us lunch, and yeah, it definitely shows that she probably has feelings for us. Let's be honest, it's yours.
いや、私のお弁当箱じゃないし。
No, it's not mine.
違う。ユキのためにお姉ちゃんが作ったんだよ。
No, Onea-chan made it for you. She's not saying anything, that's hilarious. Huh?
違う。
That's not it.
違うの。違くてね。ね。
God, take credit for one thing.
とさ。
That's not it, that's not what it is. Well,
何？
what?
ユキってガンダム好きでしょ？
What? Yuki, do you like something? Damn.
なぜガンダム？
Is that copyrighted? Damn, why?
だからね、この箱をあなたのガンダムに挿入すると今の3倍の速さになるの。
What are you even talking about? Because if you stick this box in your Sam, it will be 3 times faster as it is now.
弁当箱を挿入して3倍？つまり手盛り弁当？
This lunchbox will make it 3 times as fast. So you're saying it's a 10-ray lunchbox?
誰それ？
Yeah, seriously, who is that?
わからんのならそんなネタ使うな。
Oh, I see. So it's some sort of reference to a show. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So she hasn't even watched the show that she is trying to make a reference to. Oh my god. Why? Yeah, that sounds like... Oh my god, I couldn't imagine somebody saying that to a visual novel, trying to pretend they know a visual novel and then just... yeah, failing. No, actually, better example, Toho. Yeah, you probably know. Don't bring up the show like that if you haven't watched it.
お姉ちゃん。
Yeah, trying so hard to fit in. I feel bad. That is actually a pretty bad... That is a pretty bad way to go. I see that on Chan. I think that's hilarious that Tsukasa's just totally guiding her. She doesn't know what to do at all. Funny that after all of those facades about being really angry, being the commander of the room. Yeah, this is what she's truly like. Yeah, very awkward. I wonder what she was freaking out about. I didn't get what she was saying at all. Yeah, fair enough.
鏡？
Kagami.
ユキ、お昼ご飯は？
Yuki, about lunch.
買ってないけど。
I haven't bought any yet.
そうなんだ。駅前に美味しいパスタの店ができたんだってさ。
What? You've got to be kidding me. So, yeah, I see. There's a nice pastaria by the station. You're not even going to take credit in the fact that you have made a lunch for Yuki. God. I feel really bad for her. She must have so little confidence in just herself and talking to Yuki as well. Wait, so what is a pastaria? Is that... I've never... Yeah, I don't really get anything when I search up. What, is that like a pasta store? Let's see if we can...
そうなんだ。駅前に美味しいパスタの店ができたんだってさ。
Yeah, she said pasta no mise. That's really cool. Yeah, that means pasta store. Wow. So I'd assume they just cook pasta for you. And you eat it. There's a nice pastaria by the station. Right.
ランチタイムにはランチがあるんだってさ。
Oh yeah, nice. I heard that they serve lunch around this time.
はあ。
まあランチタイムにディナーがあったらすごいと思うけど。
Well, it would be pretty amazing if they were serving dinner at yeah, yeah, or breakfast.
そんなこんなで今から行ってきなさいよ。
Yeah, so why don't you go there?
なぜ？
Why would I? She sounds so disgusted. That's hilarious.
私がご飯食べている時にあなたが見えると目障りだからに決まってるでしょ。
Well, yeah, I think she's gained a little bit of confidence back if she can just be a dickhead like this. Because I don't want an eyesore like you around while I'm eating, of course.
そんな理不尽な。
That's ridiculous.
もうお姉ちゃん。
I love that she's just being like a mother here. Jeez on it, Jan. Yeah, that didn't go well. Oh my god, this is such a weird,
すごい日差し。
such a weird shot of the
浴場は無理があると思うけど。
It's so hot. You can't expect us to eat here in the middle of summer. Oh, I think she can.
大丈夫大丈夫。とりあえず黙ってついてくるとよろしい。
God, I wonder where they're going. It's fine, don't worry. Just be quiet and follow me. God, so yeah, I think it's definitely the case that Kagami and Yuki are going to eat lunch, probably by themselves as well. I just love that she was trying so hard. I mean, she was being violent to Tsukasa. She really was. Bit weird. Just a bit weird. Who's that? It's fine, don't worry. Just be quiet and follow me. Yeah, so... Oh, that's really quite
気持
sweet.
ちいい。こんな場所があったんだ。
Right in the breeze. I'm actually really quite surprised that they've never been up here, just considering how good in terms of their friendship they are. Yeah, funny that Yuki's coming to more school days now that they're influencing her life more. It feels nice here. I didn't know about this spot.
さすがサボリマのユキね。ずっとこの学校にいたのに、私
Wow.
こんな場所あるの知らな。
That's really impressive. The fact that they've been in this school for the entire time and yet there's a place that Yuki may know about whereas the other two don't. I can't really think about many spots like that in our school. Okay, I can think of one. Maybe two. But nothing more than that. Actually, no, I can think of a few. No, I can definitely think. No, I can think of a few. A lot of them you were getting a lot of trouble for being in though. Some of them are about out of school property as well. I've been to a few of them. In my break times. Yuki is a professional slacker after all. I didn't even know this place
ここ
existed.
なら直接の日差しはないし、森からの涼しい風も吹いてくるんで、
Yeah.
いい場所なわけ。
There's no direct sunlight here and a cool wind blows in from the forest. It's a nice place. No, I can imagine that, yeah.
うん、さ すが雪だね。伊達に授業サボってるわけじゃない。
Oh, don't get encouraged. Yeah, good job, Yuki. I guess skipping class isn't a complete waste of time after
まで
all.
そんなこと言うのですか。
What about Kagami? This is her turn to be really, really annoyed. Now Tsukasa is criticizing me too.
いやね、いい意味でだよ。うん、いい意味でサボってばかりじゃないんだよ。
Oh no, that was a compliment. You're good at skipping class. You're good at skipping class. I mean, at least you're skilled at something, I suppose. To be fair, to skip class, you probably have to be quite good at dodging teachers and dodging responsibility. Be a little bit tactical when dodging trouble, really, I suppose. I don't know.
意味わからんわ。
I don't get it.
そんなことより食べようよ。
Anyway, let's eat. I love that Kagami is just
So
completely
this
silent. Yeah, let's. Oh my
見た
god.
目は普通にお弁当だと思います。
From the outside, it appears to be a normal lunchbox.
何よその言い方。
What are you trying to say?
見た目だけでなく味だって普通だよ。
Oh god, Tsukasa. Yeah, somebody's gonna get beaten up. Not from just the outside though. The inside's pretty normal too.
普通じゃダメだと思う。美味しくないと。
Yeah, no, I see that. When you say it's normal, it sounds like you're saying it's plain, like it's not very good. Oh, well, that would annoy Kagami.
そりゃあもちろん。
Well, of course it's normal. Step. Step.
なんで君たちは私が食べるのを待っているのだろうか？
They're all in on this together. They're all in on trying to get Yuki to eat this together. Why are you two sitting there and waiting for me to eat?
待ってるわけじゃないよ。
We're not waiting or anything.
なら何ですか？
Then what is it?
うるさいわね。ちゃっちゃと食べなさいよバカ。
I love it. I just find it really quite funny. She is so interested in what our food will taste like. She really is. Because she made it, of course she would be. Shut up, just eat it already, idiot.
バカってなんでそこまで言われなきゃいけないん
You've
だ
got
よ。
a really good point, yeah. Why does that make me an idiot?
多分お姉ちゃんも
That too, yeah, totally.
とか思って見てたんだと思うよ。
Yuki, One-chan was probably just waited to see if you liked it.
違うわよ。ただ私は
Jesus Christ.
まずいとか言ったらぶん殴ってやろうと。
Why? That's so rude and really drastic. I just find it really quite funny. She will never ever be able to be comfortable with us, I swear to God.
そうか。なら口に入れた瞬間にガードしないといけないね。
I like that, God. You will enjoy my food. There are no other options. If you don't enjoy my food, you can go die, basically. So I should be on my guard after taking a bite.
なんでまずいのが前提なのよ。
Oh, yeah, good point. So you're assuming it's not going to be good. Drum roll time.
うんうんうん。
She's really taking a long time to eat this. God, very intense. Or maybe she's just
なんでガードしている。
because of the fact that she said she was going to hit us. Hey, why are you on your guard?
美味しくないのならはっきり言いなさいよ。
But she said she will hit us. If it's not good, just say so. Why won't you say anything?
ああ、これね。冗談なのです。
Oh, this is a joke. I'm joking.
ただ、
It's just...
ただ
Just what?
これは何？
What is this? Oh, she
それ
doesn't
はタコウイン
know.
ナーだよ。
Octopus... That exists? What? That's octopus sausage sushi. Is that actually a thing? It is! What? Ah, these things. I've seen these before. I swear they were called octopus wieners. Yeah, they're exactly the same, yeah. That's hilarious. That's octopus sausage.
ならですね。
Oh really, then what is this?
それはカニウインナーだよ。
I didn't know that existed. Wow, that's crab sausage.
それで、これは？
Then what is this?
シャコウインナーだよ。
I'm starting to see a pattern.
なぜシャコ？
Why clam?
うるさいわね。とっとと食べなさいよ。料理冷めちゃうでしょ。
Jesus Christ, she's embarrassed. She is so annoying. Shut up, just eat it already. It's gonna get cold at this rate. Well, it's not a blimmin', oh, I don't know, a hot pudding. It's not going to get cold. And if anything, it's summer.
冷めちゃうよって。
Seriously, yeah.
けどな。
And if anything, I think a sushi meal being cold isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't think a lunchbox could get any colder.
うるさいわね。ガタガタいつまでも言ってんじゃないの。
God. Kagami has just forgotten about the fact that she's this old and has returned back to a primary school kid, I think. Clam sausages, though. I can't believe those things exist. I mean, it's funny to think about the fact that she's only making sausage-related things. Is that the only thing she knows how to cook? Or what? Maybe she doesn't know how to cook rice. Who knows? I don't think somebody like Kagami would be bad at cooking. Who cares about that? But you literally just said that. God, she's
カ
so...
ブトムシウインナーかわいいよ。
The beetle... What? The beetle sausage? That's actually a meal? That sounds disgusting.
そうよ。文句ある？
Yes, got a problem with it?
文句はないけど。
Yeah,
普通
yeah,
そう
I
いう
agree.
疑問出るでしょ。
I don't have a problem, but anyone would be surprised by that.
お姉ちゃんいろいろ作ろうとしたんだけど、あまりに
Oh,
なくてね。
I feel bad. And the fact that you're saying this out loud, God, she is going to kill you later on. One-chan tried to make a lot of different things, but they didn't come out too well.
おーなるほど。それでできたものに近い名前を後からつけた結果がご覧のありさまか。
Oh, right. Oh, I see. So she just gave them all names based on what they ended up looking like.
それでどうなのよ。
Yeah, no, I hope it's good. So how is it?
何が？
How's what?
味よ。まずいならまずいって言いなさいよ。
The taste. If it's bad, just say so.
味は美味しいよ。すごく食べられるよ。
Oh, yeah, nice. Tastes good. It's really delicious.
そう？
Really?
ただ形が。
Oh, yeah. Yeah, reasonable, but the shape isn't so nice.
それは悪かったわ。
Oh, I mean, she tried though. I mean, who ever makes a lunch for somebody? I mean, I wonder if there was anything else apart from the octopus and the crab and the clam. Clam? I mean, clam. Wieners. Was there anything else I wonder? There probably was. I mean, it's a bento after all. I wonder what's in their lunches, by the way. I mean, that just looks like a curry. I don't like curry too much. I'll eat it, but it's just not really my favourite meal. Unless you have chicken satay curry. Fucking love that shit. You have tomatoes. I don't know, is that chorizo? Is that ohagi? It looks like it. Got no idea what those things are. I would say maybe garlic bread. I've got no idea though. Or maybe some sort of rolls. Sorry about that.
別にそれもいいんだけどね。美味しい。
Don't worry about that. Tastes great. Yeah, good one. Good thing to say. She's really expectant of you.
ここでいつも何してるの？
Oh yeah, now she's really happy. That's good. It was such a big moment for her. She must have been really upset in the dream world when it didn't work out. But then again, I mean, key point is the dream world. That explains why she forgot about it so quickly. The world is tailored to Yuki. There can't be any conflicts. So what do you do up here when you're skipping
本
class?
読んだり昼寝したりガンダムが3倍の速さになったり
Read books, take naps, modify my something damn to move 3 times as fast, stuff like that. I really do. What is this goddamn reference? See if I can find anything on the internet. Okay, I can't really find anything. I'll just screenshot it and then put it in the VN Discord server. That'll probably get me an answer. I don't really understand what that joke is. I hope it's not sexual, because I think it might be. But I don't get what it could be. Stuff like that.
何よ、さっきの私の態度に対する嫌味？
What's that? Are you making fun of me?
あは。
Poison. You are.
そうなんですよ川崎さん
That's poison. Right, you are, Kawasaki-san.
ユキって昔から一人が好きなのね。
You've always liked being alone, haven't you? Yeah, no, I see that. It's probably really quite important to her. I can see why she would. Yeah, she ignored my joke like she hadn't even heard it. No worries though. She was always like this.
そうかな別に一人が好きなわけじゃなくてうざい人といるのが嫌なだけだけどな
You think so? It's not really that. It's not really that I like being alone. It's just I hate being around annoying
そ
people.
れを一人が好きって言うんじゃないかしら。
No. Isn't that the same thing?
そういうもんかね。
No. If you're alone, it may be because you want to be around people, but you can't talk to people because you just feel too scared. Or if you have extreme social anxiety, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be
で
that.
もユキいつも一人だから。
Yeah. No, I see that. Yeah, but you're always off by yourself, so there's a ton of stuff we don't know about you.
私たちユキのことを結構知ってるつもりだったのにとかそういうことを言いたい
You mean, like, we always try to get closer to you, Yuki, but you always push us away? Or something like that?
そうでもないよ。最近はユキのことなんて全然わからない。こうやってユキと話すのも珍しくなったし。
I wonder why she thinks that. Isn't that contradictory? Not really. Lately, you've been like a complete stranger. You hardly ever talk to us anymore.
そうね。
Yeah.
実際、私たちはここでユキがどんな顔で過ごしてたか全
Yeah,
然
no, I
知ら
see
なか
that.
った。
Yeah, we actually had no idea what you were doing up here.
昔は結構一緒にいたのにね。
Yeah, no, fair. Even though we used to hang out all the time. I do see that. I mean, even though they are such close friends, there is a part of Yuki that is not really mentioned much, but she really does keep secluded to herself. I do see that. Oh, fuck. What the fuck happened there? What the fuck is that? Oh my god. What the hell? Jesus Christ, that really scared me. I don't that oh, I like that. God, that really was weird. Experiencing what you were taught. No, that didn't really scare me at first, but just the more I looked at it, the more weird it looked, and then the more surreal it looked. I just want to fully check a definition before I say this, because it might be a big leap, but let me just. Yeah. I mean, I know it's not extreme, but it just reminds me of dissociation stuff. Especially there, it was if she experienced the sensation of seeing what she herself was saying outside of her own body.
どうしたの？
That was so weird. I mean, yeah, it was just such an unexpected sight that it wasn't even scary at first, but then I just processed it and then it was scary because I just didn't realise what was going on. But when I did, that's when I found it odd. What a weird jump scare. Well, not really a jump scare, but just something that's very unusual. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, but no, I do totally see that, and it is interesting. I wonder how many things there are about Yuki that we don't know as well. Or anybody doesn't know. I mean, for example, we don't know a thing about her past. What's wrong?
いや、なんでもない。
That's really, really weird, though. It was as if she was experiencing things from another lens. I don't get that at all. This is going to get more and more scary as we go along, I think. Nothing, it's nothing. What was that? Agreed. Yeah, my vision kind of blurred.
体の調子悪いの？
Yuki, are you feeling
い
alright?
や、大丈夫。なんか夕べ夜更かししたからかな。
I don't know about that. I mean, that looked nothing but dodgy. I really do wonder what that was, though. It's fine. It's probably because I was up so late at last night. Ooh.
夜更かしして何やってたのよ。
Looking at Nah, I don't know. What were you doing up so late?
そうですな。
Please, make a dirty joke. You have got the best cue for it. Well, you see. Oh, damn. That's not what I was expecting.
鏡のこと考えてた。
I was thinking about you, Kagami.
は
Huh?
何言ってるのよ。なんでユキが私のことを考えるのよ。
What do you mean? Why would you be thinking about
い
me?
や、あの時のアホ面を。
Oh, God, that's awful. That's just such a false hope. Oh, nothing. Just that stupid face you made. Oh, yeah. She kind of deserved that, to be fair. When did I make a stupid face?
いやー、結構な率のアホ面なんだけど。
Well, your face looks more stupid often than not, so...
マジ叩き
Deserve
する
that.
な。
You don't have to hit me that hard.
マジ叩きにもなるわ。
I'll hit you as hard as I want.
うーん
God. That's a really dodgy line.
何？つかさ。
Wait, Tsukasa?
私も
What, Tsukasa?
アホ面でもいいから思い出したりしないのかな。
No, I can totally see that, especially because we really have favoured Kagami for choices like these. I mean, I get that they are all friends, but Kagami really does take the centre of attention. And I can see that. She just seems like the person that would. She stands out a little more, not for the right reasons, but she still does. You know, I wish you would think about me, even if it was just about a stupid face I
だ
made.
ってアホ面あまりしないじゃん。
You don't make stupid faces very often, though.
私これからアホ面の練習する。
God, I feel bad. I'll go practice making stupid faces
そ
then.
んなのするな。
Please don't practice something like that. Oh.
何を突然笑ってるんですか、つかささん。
Why are you laughing all of a sudden?
ごめん。でも
Oh, I
昔
know
の
it
ユ
is
キと同
good.
じなんだなって思ってね。
I see that. I mean, I get that it's a really quite odd atmosphere with these people, but at the same time, it's pleasant enough. To be honest, that's the funny thing about Subarashiki Hibi. It's just all odd. It really is. Sorry, just thinking that you're still the same Yuki we knew in the past.
昔の？
In the past?
ユキはここでどんな表情でいるんだろう。いつも。
I would always sit in class and wonder about what kind of face you were making at the
ど
moment.
んな顔っていつも通りだと思いますけど。
What kind of face? The same as always?
そうかもしれないけど、同じ顔だけど違う顔。
That's what?
私も
That's
知ら
really,
ない
really
顔。
odd. That's what I think is very odd. Maybe so, but it's the same and yet very different. It's a face I don't know.
何それ
What do you mean?
よくわからないけどそんな感じがす
So
る
weird. Isn't it odd to think about the fact that Ayana was really, really bang on the line when she was thinking about the end of the world, and she was ever since we begun reading, really. I'm not really sure, but that's how it feels. It is interesting, that
ここがあ
alienation
ったから昨日みたいなユキの顔があるみたいな感じかな
After you showed us this place, I got this feeling like you were still wearing yesterday's face. Yesterday?
なんでもないよ
That's really odd. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is just... I think it's just because of the fact that obviously Zakuro's killed herself. It's really, really stressful for Yuki. I don't blame her for feeling stressed, and maybe that just affecting how overall happy she is. She probably visibly looks a lot more troubled now, just because of all of these odd occurrences that have been happening over the past few days. What's that?
そういえば
Oh, now that you mention it.
なんかクラスで意味不明な噂話が
Oh
流
yeah,
行っている
totally.
みたい
I think I've got to the point where I've had enough today. So I think, by the way, we've not seen 1H scene yet. Good, but still, it's just quite funny that. Yeah, but that would be interesting. Well, will be a nice and exciting point to begin tomorrow with. Well, begin it discussing the rumours that honestly would be really quite interesting to see their perspectives on. Yeah, so today was a really mixed day. There were some things I liked. I mean, I won't deny that I did find the stuff about the economists interesting, and the web bot as well. The webnet bot, I mean, well, the web bot. The webnet bot, yeah, the web bot, I don't know why I'm calling it the webnet bot, but yeah, that was really quite cool as well, and I just feel like, I don't know, some of the stuff we read today wasn't really the highest quality, but yeah, at the same time, I did kind of enjoy myself, so yeah, it was good. And I really enjoyed the stuff about Yuki. I find that stuff... Hang on a second. I just want to get a little view of what the fuck Yuki saw, because I'm really curious. But it's just so unusual, everything that is going on with regards to her vertigo, and I really do wonder what the true cause of it is. It's not just some... I just don't get why it's coming in random episodes. It's not as if it's something that's happening gradually. It's just always happening completely unexpectedly, and it makes no sense. Let's see if we can find it, but yeah, I really wonder. Wait, so I'll just skip through, see if we can find it, but yeah, I really wonder. See if I can find it here. Oh yeah, here we are. Who the fuck is this? Genuinely, that's so odd. I mean, this, if you ask me, this looks like Ayana. I'm being serious. I just don't get what that is. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. What the hell? Jesus. Yeah, me just getting unnecessarily scared about it. But, yeah, odd stuff. Really odd stuff. And I'm excited to learn what's going on about it. Like I said, I mean, I think today was fun. I really enjoyed the part about just the weight in general. The conversation with Ayana was really quite odd as well. I mean, I just genuinely wonder what her involvement in this is, and also how much she knows, and also the disappearance. I mean, I can't forget about that. That is just such an irregular occurrence. I mean, why did it even happen, and how did it happen is a better point. I mean, I think judging by that disappearance and also the potential theories of the end of the world, I don't get where the basis for the end of the world theories are, and I do find it interesting how they're potentially connected to Zakuro. But I think it's definitely obvious that there is something supernatural going on, even though Zakuro has been killed. But the only thing is, I don't understand, why is Zakuro so important? Why is she so important that the end of the world could potentially happen if she's dead? I mean, we're on July the 14th now. Well, no, I mean, I suppose you could say 6.5 days. I mean, we're around lunchtime. And obviously, if you include the rest of July 14th. But, yeah, man, that's going to be really cool to see. That really will be. And I just genuinely wonder what's going to happen. I really do. And I wonder what's going to happen with Takuji as well. That was another really odd occurrence. I mean, we had... well, it was just... He came out of nowhere. Kind of like how Ayana did. That last time and the time before, actually, now that I mention it, because it could be interpreted that Yuki just didn't hear Ayana coming along, or it could be interpreted that maybe there was nothing that Ayana had appeared from. So yeah, the story is filled with really odd irregularities that just make me feel it has the potential to be supernatural, and I think it is probably supernatural after seeing Ayana's disappearance. But yeah, it's going to be fun to see what the hell it's about. Yeah, I do think the narration and the pacing of the story was just arse in some places today, so I hope tomorrow's going to be better. Yeah, see you guys then. But I think in the end, I did overall enjoy it. I mean, time went really quite quick as well, which is quite nice. Definitely a sign of it. But yeah, anyway, see ya.